Hey everybody, Dr. Sean. I'm a health and performance optimized physician, and in this video, I'm going to talk about what nobody else is talking about, okay? I'm going to tell you something. I'm going to give you homework for your own good. Don't you dare turn this video off. If you do, I am not going to feel sorry for you. When you suck and you're falling apart with disease, you look horrible, you perform better, you're falling apart. It's because of you if you turn this video off. I'm not selling it, not making any money. I don't sell anything. This is just for you because I figured this out. I'm sharing with everybody else because I don't think you'll ever figure it out because I'm an MD and none of my training ever taught me this. And I'll tell you what, all my colleagues go to medical school. You suck because you haven't figured this out too. You look like Hades. You perform like Hades until you figure out too that what we've learned in medical school does not help human beings, okay? I'm going to help human beings if you're watching this right now so you don't look like this guy, okay? Do you see him? Got a neck like this, I can't even, a body like that. That was my body, okay? That's how I used to look. Don't look like that anymore. Stand tall. So my homework assignment is for you to wake up and just look at everybody else walking around, okay? Now, young people all look like this. If you're young, you're standing tall looking good. Because not because you're young, it's because of one thing. You don't have chronic disease yet. You haven't fallen apart yet. Older people, I want you to pay attention to two types of people, okay? Old people who look bad and old people who look good. And here's what the difference will be. The old people look good, stand tall all the time. Okay? They don't have to be reminded to stand tall. It's not an effort. They're just doing it. Why? Because that's their idle speed. They're cruising along at nice RPMs, okay? They're perfectly healthy. So life is not an effort. But for older people, their idle speed is like this, okay? Once they accumulate visceral fat inside of them, they have a disrupted microbiome. Their muscles can no longer hold their back up straight and they get this curved spine. Okay, so here's what you need to pay attention to. Old people get this, but not always old people. It's old people and they'll have this one defining feature. See that belly sticking out there? See that belly sticking out there? That big belly sticking out? You look at the old people that have a neck like this, okay? Even when they're sitting, but especially when they're standing and walking around, they'll have a belly bulge, okay? Visceral fat. Visceral fat causes two things, okay? Well, it causes a lot of things, but chronic disease. But in regard to the abdomen, it causes the abdomen slow accumulation, but it's less the bulge from visceral fat sticking out there and more from the declining performance of your abdomen. So what does that mean? Your abdomen, when you're young and you look like this and your abdomen is nice and flat, it's because those tissues hold your guts in, okay? Just naturally hold them in. But as you age, those tissues become compromised, diseased. They're a fantastic marker of how much you suck and your quality of life is going to suck. Not cholesterol. Forget cholesterol. Nobody gets cholesterol under control and goes from looking like this to this. That doesn't happen with cholesterol. What happens from here to here is getting rid of visceral fat and reducing the amount of chronic disease in your body. So what you're going to see with the old people is a belly sticking out and this crooked spine, okay? This relaxation. They get this S curve to their spine. And don't think it's not going to happen to you. It's going to. In 99% of the cases, this is what happens as a natural progression. So pay attention to the old guys and old women that stand tall and look good. They'll be straight, their necks will be straight, and their profile, they'll have a flat abdomen, and they'll have some other interesting thing. A full head of hair, thick hair, yeah. You lose more hair, I haven't got it all figured out. You lose more hair through inflammation. Now, you may genetically have acquired a predisposition to get bald, and that we may not be able to spare you from that. But I have noticed something else. When I go around the Mall of America, I live here in Minneapolis, so largest mall in America. When I go to community centers and I go to football games, so wherever I go, there's a crowd of people. I look at old people and I pay attention to, and I see the old people that are healthy have lots of thick hair like me, okay? They got gray hair, but they have a lot of it. Now, the guys like this, and who look like this guy here, now he's got dark hair, but it's just a graphic. But this guy, this shape, he should have gray hair. But by the time you get thin hair, yeah, thin, maybe far more bald than he should be, and a big receding hairline, okay? I could sell my scalp, for a wig if I grew it a little longer. And I'm not bragging. I'm bragging on nature. This is not Sean O'Mara. This stuff I basically just shamelessly stole from nature. Just paying attention to nature. And I also picked up a lot of it in studies, okay? So you want to get rid of visceral fat. You do not want that shape. I want you to wake up and pay attention to everybody else, okay? Because if you see my videos and you're not paying attention, because it's not resonating, look at everybody else, okay? You just track, Sean is right, Dr. Sean is right. It's the belly sticking out that gives a curved spine, you look like Hades, and you get thinning hair, and you get a big inflamed face, okay? I've got a lean face, not much inflammation, very little for my age, 59 years of age, okay? The more visceral fat you have, the more inflammation in your face, the less hair you get, the more hair thinning you get, the bigger your belly bulging out. And you can test this. Go down on your fours like you want to give some kid a little horsey ride. Look down between your legs if you got your shirt off, and you'll see something hanging down. That's your abdomen. When I got to the point when that belly was hanging down, I tried to suck it back up. I said, dang, that don't look good. And I tried to suck it back up. Guess what? It didn't go back up. I couldn't suck it up. So that's the other defining feature is you get so much visceral fat, so much influence, you lose the performance of that belly that you can't suck it back in. Now, when you're young, you can suck it back in. But when you get to be my age, around 60 years old, you're not going to be able to suck that back in because the sarcopenia reduces the functionality of those muscles. So what do you got to do? You got to follow me, follow my content. But real quick in this video, I will tell you what you got to do. You got to cut out all processed foods. You got to eat basically the healthiest diet possible right now. I recommend the ultimate elimination diet is carnivore diet. That's what I'm eating. And I put my clients on just a meat-only diet. And the only vegetables and fruit that I have them eating are those that have been fermented to reduce the anti-nutrients that we're finding out more and more about in a plant-based diet. So it's not like I cut out all plants and all vegetables. I consume them, but I consume them in a more safer form when they're fermented. And I actually think I live the best of both worlds, okay? Vegans ain't got nothing on me because I'm still eating those plants. Carnivore only ain't got nothing on me because I'm optimizing my microbiome, getting those important microbes that are missing if you just eat a pure carnivore diet. Now, I may end up just eating a pure carnivore diet because I'll be honest with you, that's the one I'm most impressed with when I put somebody on a not a vegan diet. But I've worked with vegans and I've scammed the vegans. It just doesn't work as well, And the way the way you got to tell is by doing an MRI. Not if you're young. If you're young, you don't have visceral fat. You may have a little bit, but you need to check yourself. Like some of the vegans I've had have been vegans 20 plus years. They're filled with visceral fat and they're skinny. Okay, they think they don't have it. So you got to eat the healthiest diet possible, healthy food. Nothing goes into your body. Nothing should go into your body that does not benefit it, okay? And then fasting. I do extended fasting. You should learn about doing extended fasting. You should do high, challenging, resilient building practices. So maximum intensity exercise. No fooling around. Lifting weights, the silver sneakers, the little light things. No, you're 78 years old. You need to be busting your butt in that pool. Now with little flippers going around like that, what good is that doing? Little bit of good. But you want to get your butt out of a chair when you're 100, you're going to need to be doing a lot more than just floating around the water, little flimsy things like that. Give those ladies in their silver sneakers bricks at least to be lifting and working out and challenging them up. Hey, I get it. it's a little bit of a start. Why am I criticizing? Because that's where they stay. They never get any better. If you're going to get better, you got to challenge yourself. And I'm not talking all day long, just a few minutes, okay? Maximum intensity, few minutes. The other things besides maximum intensity exercise, and sprinting is my favorite exercise because there ain't nothing more challenging than running as fast as you can. Uses every muscle in your body. Nothing gets me more short of breath and will get you more short of breath than a maximum intensity sprint, okay? Besides that, a sauna, dry finish sauna, cold showers, going out in the sunshine. So things like this that expose us to resilient practices, improve us. That which does not kill us makes us stronger, okay? So anyway, keep following my videos. Follow me on YouTube. Follow me on Instagram. On Instagram and Twitter, I'm on @DrSeanomara. On YouTube, I'm Dr. Dr.Seano', a little squiggly thing, Mara. And I'm also on LinkedIn. So you should be able to follow me and push out content. I'm a health and performance optimizing physician. I tell you what you got to do to optimize your health, what you got to do to optimize your performance, and improve the level of your health and make it better, make you live better, okay? So to the best of my knowledge, I'm the only health and performance optimizing physician in the world. I love what I do, and I'm the best at it. So if you're interested in working with me and you want to find out more, you can go to my website, www.drshawn'omara.com, DrSeanomara.com. Okay, we'll get into other strategies that you'll need to optimize yourself, be optimization of microbiome, oxytocin, nitric oxide, all the other things. By just keep following me and look for other videos. Okay, Dr. Shawn out.